It is July 29th and the time is 11:40 Central Time. And here's how my week has been. Good news and bad news. Bad news is I'm stuck on a short position on all my four micros, and I'm still holding another draw. The good news is I made my goal again on Forex. I have been traveling this week. I've traveled Tuesday through Thursday. I came in late last night, and my trading was using the iPhone with the TOS mobile app. Wanted to try it out, and it really worked out to be really good. But I did actually Monday. Two things I did. One, Monday I put in all my orders in advance, knowing the level. Usually by Monday morning, by Monday 9 a.m. my time, the levels are set and done, and they're not going to change until the following Sunday night, Monday. So I've seen those, knowing that I was going to travel. I put a lot of my orders in for the week, and many of them got filled as I was traveling and doing activities. I was busy. I couldn't watch it much. I could probably see it, maybe glance at it 5, 6 times a day, and that's it. Um, and it worked out really well. I'll show some examples here, but it didn't really work well with the micros. I just don't understand this bull market coming out of nowhere. We have what seems like inflation, and we have evidence of recession, something called stagflation. Yet the market is completely disregarding that and moving forward. So either I'm completely wrong, or this thing is just the biggest bluff of the century. So we'll see. I'm still short. I'm not short for positional short for months and weeks, even though I believe we're going to go much lower. I'm short trying to make my 5%, which is $1,000 a week for me. So with that said, starting with the 10-year, I am at we didn't do much of anything today, plus the yield is plus 4.7, not much of anything. The 10-year I'm watching as well, and I'm looking for opportunities to trade that as well. The margins are low, and the tick is not too bad. We did move. This is the midpoint, and this is last week, so this doesn't count. We did move up here. I would have, if I'd taken a short, I would have been 20 to about one full point draw against me. But if K would have came back a couple of times and gave me some sort of a decent profit target, I would probably been out in here, maybe possibly here a little bit ahead of the support. But that's, again, I'm not trading that now. I'm just looking at it. The oil, still looking at the extreme points, which we did not reach today. So I didn't do anything on the oil. I'm trying to avoid oil for now. Gold had a couple of opportunities that would have done poorly, just like micros. I would have maybe taken a short here if I had traded the gold this week. If I was actively looking, I would have definitely taken a short on this bar. And I added another one in here, and that's still, both of them would be at a loss as we speak. So that's that. As for the MES, like I said, I did take a short in here. Did I? No, I took it. Can't remember. I think I took it in here. Yeah, I think the limit was locked in before I traveled, and it picked it up. And it given me some profit. It would have been definitely goal made in here. Unfortunately, because I was traveling again and I couldn't watch it, my target I think was down here somewhere. But I would have made my goal for the week if I was watching. I would have been out in here. But I didn't. I wasn't out, obviously. So I did move back up again, and I took another shot in here. And I'm holding both at a draw. So we'll see how that goes. I may have to hold until Monday, for next week, which I really don't like to do. But I just don't see this move up. It just doesn't make any sense. Same thing with the MNQ. I was only one short in here and holding it. Those additional lines, I'm thinking about maybe day trading, more actively trading the MNQ only, as it's very volatile. There's a lot of opportunities. So looking at those lines, and they seem to work. I can explain those later, but we'll see. I don't know if I want to get super active with day trading or continue with my method for now. M2K, I'm holding to short, and another one still at a minus as we speak. MYM, I'm holding one short in here, and I'm glancing at HKD. It's 400 already. God, this just really tells me that the mania is at the highest as it can get. There's no reason the stock need to be at 400. Unfortunately, I can't short it, and I can't, and there's no puts on it. I don't think there's any puts on it, so it just doesn't make any sense. It's just stupid. It's just the biggest bull trap, bear trap there is, I think. As for the Forex, like I said, I did make my goal, and I had highlighted the trades in here to kind of show where I was at. This was last week. Yeah, this is last week. Actually, I should not have highlighted this one. It was long, got out of it in here, but those are the levels from last week. And it was long. Yeah, it was long. Got this from last week, so disregard that. Actually, I'm going to delete that. Then nothing on ADCHF. Australian dollar, this is again last week, nothing this week. I'm not really sure. My notes are going to be a bit vague. I may have missed a couple because I did a lot of those trades off my cell phone, and a few of them I ended up putting $2,000 lot position instead of the 3,000 I'm doing, and I'm basically trading the balance of my account. My account balance is 2,000. I'm doing $2,000 lots. If it's 3, I'm doing 3. If it's 5, it'll be 5, and so on and so forth. AD New Zealand, I did take a short in here that this is a bad bar that took a lot of heat and finally came back, and I was out in here. What actually saved me this week, today specifically this morning, was my 5% profit target rule. And you'll see why here in a little bit, but I had, once I get 5% for the week, I'm out of everything. That's what I did this morning. I said close all, and I was right at 5%. If I'd held to the target that I anticipate usually, I would have given out a lot of those profits that I had. So short in here, covered it in here, and I think it was part of this is today, so that was part of the close all function that I hit early this morning. Now you see it's coming back, so it was a good target. It was a good exit. I've been short in the AUD JPY. That's last week. I was short in here on the previous last week's visit levels, and I covered it in here, so I didn't take anything with the AUD JPY. This I didn't trade this one for some reason. I must have missed it through my iPhone. CAD Japanese had given me a couple of good. I would have been long in here with a nice profit here. Not a lot, but still decent. From 460 to 105 something. I would have taken my target in here at this support level. I want to see. So that's a good 40 pips. But I didn't take it. So this would have been a long, and this would have been a long this morning, or yesterday, overnight. I guess this is overnight. But I missed both of those for some reason. CAD Swiss, I was short from last week that I held over the weekend and finally got out of it in here at one time. I just said, okay, enough. This trade's been taken enough, and it was obviously way too early because it came back, tested this new level again, and downward, so this would have been much better off. Swiss, Japanese, I didn't do anything on that one. That was from last week. Yeah. Japanese, AUD, nothing. Japanese CAD, this was this morning, was last night. I think that was last night. I was in the airport and I saw it hitting the R2 and I took a short and picked it back up in here at this level in here, and that was close all again. That was close all that gave me a very good exit, because if I held it for a little bit longer, most of that profit, half of it at least, would have been gone. Pound yen, again, I was short in here, then closed out in here, and that was just a level that I thought would hold it. It held it a little bit and down and went. This would have been a good long, but in here, but I've been out with my profit target for the week, so I didn't take any additional trades. Pound Swiss, I got short on R1 and closed it in here at this level. So I'm looking at this point in here and this congestion in here, so it seemed like a good target level, and it was. I mean, it went a little bit further, but not much. And you can never really catch the absolute bottoms. You just don't know what's going to happen. The pound, I was short this morning. I missed this move. I would have been short in here somewhere. But by the time I woke up, I saw it. It was here somewhere, and I was short and got out of it with the close all early this morning at the 5%. At the Euro AUD, I was long in here at this one, close all. I was out in here, and that was a good exit again because it came in, touched it, and down it went. I would have given at least 50% of that profit if I didn't have a profit target. And I was long in here, and I exited in here to close all again for a little bit of profit, and that was a good close as well, because as soon as I got filled, it completely broke down. So this would have been a major loss now. Not major, heavy loss. Euro, had nothing this week. This is last week. Euro New Zealand, I'm starting to like this pair a lot. Euro New Zealand, it really moves. And it does seem to respect the lows. A lot of those bars are bad. And this one is probably good, but this one I know this is a bad bar. And this one also, we never really reached those points. It's just a bad tick. Went long and I covered in here and stopped to go after that. Euro, Japanese as well. I was long and I didn't exit all Friday morning. This morning. Pound yen, I was long. I was way extended. I got long in here and this part of the close all. New Zealand, and I was last week. I was short, covered. That was it. There was an opportunity in here that moved up some. I would have taken some profit in here, out of this level in here. That would have been filled, maybe down here. So, but I didn't take it. New Zealand CAD, nothing this week on New Zealand CAD. New Zealand USA, I took this is last week. Yeah, this is last week. Nothing. Swiss was really moving this week. I had 2 trades. This is Friday. Yeah, this is Friday. So this doesn't count. This one right here. I took a long in here and close all in here. That was great. Exit because completely collapsed. Would have given everything back and would have been a loss now. At loss. The pound also did the same exact thing. I was long at S2, continued, and it's way overextended, so I took another long in here. And this was actually 2,000. This was down. I was in the airport on my cell, and this morning I added another 1,000 to it. And this 1,000 made most of the profit. This was almost break even, but this made a lot of profit in here with this move. US CAD long in here, close all in here again. That really gave me a great exit with having a profit target. Still holding current here on a different account, just to swing, trying to see if it breaks that 10. I mean, I know it broke it, but I mean, it really breaks that 10 and closes way above it. But still haven't seen it. Apple's still moving higher. I think, you know, the earnings were not really that great with Apple, Google, and Amazon. Not enough to justify this move, but the market seems to disagree with me, which is obviously something that I can't do anything about. So, and this thing is still going wild in here. So I mean, this whole thing will collapse and go back down to this level 90 within a week or so. But I'll keep an eye on it. I'm just looking at it for see how far this mania is gonna go. Again, I'm still holding my longs in here, and I'm at a draw, and we will see how that ends up and hold them another week. So again, I'll show my all my trades for the Forex up 5%, and that did not make any money on my micros until hopefully next week. If not, I'll just close out of them Sunday night, Monday morning.